It has been written by Thomas Jefferson that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. It has also been written that women and men have no rights that they cannot defend. In defense of those rights, the Pinellas County Green Party has rewritten 10 St. Petersburg ordinances which directly attack the human rights of the homeless.
Hello, Rose Roby here, speaking on behalf of the Green Party of Florida's Pinellas Green Party Elections Committee. The official goal of the city of St. Petersburg is that, and I quote, "For moral and fiscal reasons, homelessness must become an unacceptable condition that is not tolerated in the USA." But the real policy is that, while addressing the homeless status of St. Petersburg residents, our city should not become a community that attracts homeless individuals from outside the city. The real deal is that it's not homelessness that they do not tolerate. It's the homeless themselves. In keeping with that policy, they have created a prohibited zone, so designated as those areas and attractions in downtown that contribute in large part to the economic vitality of downtown by drawing retail, pedestrian, and tourist-oriented business. All panhandling in the zone is a criminal offense. But for so many of the homeless, panhandling is their sole source of income. And the message is clear. The city doesn't want you. It doesn't stop there. Throughout our fair city, good luck trying to find a bathroom. If you are worn and weary, don't try to lie down, let alone sleep or even recline. Sleeping in public threatens public safety and damages public welfare, and you will be rousted by the police to be shipped off to Safe Harbor, a former prison now run by the Sheriff's Department, lest you offend the sensitive eyes of the tourist trade, or they'll lock you up in a regular jail. Official policy is that homeless individuals can transform themselves into respectable tax-paying citizens. Don't feed people on the street. Offer them transformation. Unearned income is enabling, they say, and they use it to buy drugs and alcohol. The homeless don't eat, you see. The official conceit is that the homeless are to blame for their own plight. Once they are coerced into adopting the, quote, culture of transformation, the homeless will become housed, fed, and clothed. They will no longer mar our beautiful city streets. In that light, rendering the homeless invisible is perfectly reasonable. But the cruel fact is that our society, as it is now structured, cannot house or feed all its people. It cannot give them decent medical care. It cannot give them jobs. Rendering them invisible perpetuates those lies. All that does is enable those lying politicians and their lying, inhumane policies. This is why the Green Party assembled at City Hall on a cold and windy February morning. Hello, my name is Rose Roby. I'm the co-chair of the Pinellas Greens, the local affiliate of the Green Party of Florida. I welcome you to St. Petersburg City Hall, where our thoughtful and compassionate elected officials pass the laws that ensure our well-being. The City Council has passed an impressive array of ordinances to enforce this monstrous social policy. The Pinellas Greens are challenging these ordinances and that social policy with what we call the human dignity ordinances, based not merely on the terrain of civil rights, the terrain of politicians, lawyers, and judges, but on the basis of human rights, the domain of us all. We take them one by one and offer new legislation that provides at least a minimum level of human decency for the homeless, while providing policies that protect everyone.
Ordinances pertaining to sleeping or resting. Sleeping, lying, or even reclining in any sidewalk or right-of-way are considered threats to public safety and damage public welfare. Sleeping adjacent to residential property is forbidden. It shall be unlawful to obstruct any public sidewalk, walkway, or path so as to prevent reasonable passage by pedestrians, bicyclists, baby carriages, etc. Otherwise, sleeping, resting, or reclining are allowed. Sleeping adjacent to residential property is allowed. Sleeping on roads used for vehicular traffic is still not allowed. It shall be unlawful and a violation of the code for any person to place, use, or occupy any tent, hut, lean-to, shack, or any other type of temporary shelter on public property, including parks. Personal belongings can be seized and stored by the city with no liability for damaging. Parks shall be open 24/7. In any park as large or larger than 4 city blocks total area, city block equals 100,000 square feet, a reasonable area shall be designated for camping, including the use of tents or other temporary shelters, fires or portable stoves, and the use of cots, beds, or hammocks. Any park as large or larger than 2 city blocks total area, the city shall provide a reasonable number of shower facilities and bathroom facilities, either portable or permanent, adequate to maintain a clean and healthy environment for its citizens and residences. Panhandling is forbidden within the prohibited zone, those downtown areas that contribute in large part to the economic viability of downtown, and at bus stops, etc. No panhandling allowed between sunset and sunrise. Aggressive panhandling, which uses the threat of force, is forbidden. The prohibited zone is eliminated and panhandling is allowed at bus stops and facilities. The strictures against doing so at sidewalks, cafes, and within 15 feet of ATMs and banks, and aggressive panhandling would remain in force.
More city council seats are up for election this year. Districts 2, 4, 6, and 8. We intend to make these human dignity ordinances a campaign issue that cannot be ignored, not only for the homeless, but as a statement for all those threatened by a society that is unraveling under our feet. And let all men say what they will, so long as such rulers as call the land theirs, upholding this particular property of mine and thine. The common people shall never have their liberty, nor their land be freed from troubles, oppressions, and complainings. By reason thereof, the Creator of all things is continually provoked. For surely this particular property of mine and thine hath brought in all misery upon people. For first, it hath occasioned people to steal from one another. Secondly, it hath made laws to hang those that did steal. It tempts people to do an evil action, and then kills them for doing it. Let all judge if this be not a great devil. The Diggers' Movement, 1649.